obviously Scottish Cup this weekend, a break from the league. Considering the results you've had over the past few weeks, is this a welcome break?
Yeah and no. I mean, it's another important game. Stirling Albion are absolutely flying. A boy who was at Aberdeen with Dan Young being their manager. I mean, we've got to be careful because they're a League 2 team, but they're only beaten once in 10 games, and that was a game against Annan where Stirling Albion had a man sent off. So when you come up against anybody who's got momentum, confidence, it's a tricky tie. But we're at home, we'll look forward to the game, and hopefully we can get through to the next round.
And do you think they really do have quite a bit of quality about them then?
Absolutely. You don't get where they are in League 2 and winning so many games without having a bit of quality. Yeah, a bit of confidence on top of that. But they're a right good team. I've looked at them a couple of times, watched a few of their games as well, and you can see why they are where they are. So this is a tough opponent. So again, though, we're at home and we're really looking forward to it. We'd love to progress to the next round and see who we get.
And when it comes to the early stages of the Scottish Cup, managers probably get asked this all the time in terms of what would a cup run mean to you, but you're obviously still in the Challenge Cup as well. How significant are cup runs in your season? I
think it's so important to the club. As a team we want to go as far as we can. We want a right good cup run, as you say. Every manager, every player will say that to you, but I think as a club financially it'd be great as well if we could get through a few rounds, get some finance in as well. So that's what every club in the Championship and the leagues below aim to do, and we're no different.
And over the last few weeks you spoke about the issues with injuries. I mean, kind of where is the squad currently at? Same.
We just got on with it, we get the head down and we try and win. And I thought we were excellent against United last week. We just hope to continue that again. That's all we can do. Be competitive, try and win the games, but it's the same as, so no changes, no difference, we just go on with it.
And Danny earlier was talking about his own challenges with injuries and coming back and maybe coming back sooner. I mean, is that kind of just the reality that everyone really needs to pull together?
Absolutely. I mean, he typified at him and Sean Welsh last week when I said that they probably shouldn't have played, but they did play, and that's what we need with where we are now. And if we do that, we'll be okay. We need that spirit, we need that togetherness, we need players to sometimes play through the pain barrier, and those two did it last week. They were excellent, and we're hoping for that tomorrow or Saturday again.
And just one final question from myself. Obviously there's another big tournament going on a few maybe 1,000 miles away. I've not checked my Google Maps. What have you made of the World Cup so far? Have you watched much of it at all?
Yeah, I've been watching plenty of it. But you know what? The World Cup already typifies cup competition, because you're asking me about Stirling Albion tomorrow. You've seen a couple of shocks already. That's the kind of things you've got to be wary of in cup competition. And we've got a tricky tie and we don't want any of that. But the World Cup so far has been really good, and a few shocks always helps, and there's plenty of good games to go, but a few good teams, and it's nice to see all the world's elite players coming together and putting on a show and scoring some top goals. So it's had a bit of everything so far, and I'm sure that will continue as well. But yeah, I've been watching it quite a lot, so not missed much, but the missus stops you sometimes watching 4 games a day.
Well, thanks very much and best of luck for the weekend.
Cheers.
I thought David Carson did really well in the heart of midfield, but back in there, give you maybe a slightly different dimension there.
Absolutely, we need people in midfield to get about the pitch, and I thought him and Sean did particularly well. Cass, over the last few games, played right back. He's made a couple of mistakes, Cass, but you know what? He gives you everything he's got, and when I put him in there, I thought, yep, he really took to it and showed. I don't care if I make a mistake, and it's not just in games, within games and on the pitch. I don't care if I make a mistake. I just got on with it and showed his energy, and his real willingness to win, and I thought he was excellent, against United, and controlled the first half for long periods, him and Welshie. So we need that, we need more of that, we need people getting about the pitch, and Carson certainly brings that.
And Billy, just one from me, the home tie against Stirling Albion, there's the prize not only of getting through to the next round and the potential of a big draw, but it would give you that kind of home victory before getting into the Dundee game, which would give the whole place a lift. Oh,
you've been in my mind, Paul. That's the kind of things like that you think about all the time. We've no 1 in 6. But 3 draws, we could have picked up a couple of wins within there with United and Arbroath. You do think about things like that. We just need to make sure we get a win and take that confidence into Dundee, because it's a hard game. But I don't want to look. I'm very wary of looking forward too far as well. I think we've got to realise how tough an opponent Stirling Albion will be. And as I've mentioned, their record already. They've got good players. If we take our eye off that one, we could be going into Dundee with no 1 in 7. But you do think of things like that, and that's where your head's at. We know we have to make sure we try and get a win, bring about that positivity. I wouldn't say confidence, because they're a confident bunch, but make sure we're taking the right ingredients into the Dundee game.
Just very final one then. Just obviously there was the blow of not being allowed the players back from the Highland League. I know you were disappointed about that, the whole club, where I think
still am,
some of your players would have welcomed a few additions. But is there any scope of getting kind of out of contract players before the window? Is that an option at all? Or?
Well, we're certainly looking, but it's short-term deals, and it's to try and get bodies. But that's where we are. We're looking. We're always in the lookout, see if there's anybody available. But it's difficult because when you bring them, you usually find that they're short of fitness as well, but we are on the lookout, yes.
Great. Best of luck for the weekend. Thank you.
Cheers, Chalky.